Fuck, that guy hits hard, eh?
Okay, this is stream 2 of 2. We had a crash. Welcome to Fight Pass and Chill. This is Bisping versus Rockhold 1, aka UFC Fight Night Sydney. This is a Fight Pass exclusive. If you didn't have Fight Pass, you didn't see it. So that's why we're rewatching it. I'm Dan from Oregon, live in Eugene. There's Brady.
There we go.
First, there's the chat. All you sick fucks. Got Imper in here talking mad shit. There's Brady from Ottawa. We're back.
Look how thin that shit is on top, man. Look at this. The island is breaking away. What a fucking drag.
Damn,
Now I won't even
brother.
have a mohawk. I'll just have a fucking.
What are you gonna call it? You know, like Escape from L.A. when it turns into the island.
It's just gonna be a horn. It'll be like a fucking horn of hair. I'll call it a rhino horn. And I'll wax it. Really piss my wife off, man. Wax it straight up in the air. Fucking right. Then walk around with my teeth out, fucking talking retarded. Oh, man. All right, where are we?
I'm getting a preview for UFC 180. We're Doom versus Hunt.
Yeah, okay. I got that too. Yo, I'm just going to go puff the other half of my joint there fucking real quick because my kids come home and I don't know, another 40 minutes or so. Just wait.
All right, cool. Do what you got to do. While we wait, what were we discussing? Let's go to bjpin.com, get the latest news. Robert Whitaker doesn't understand why Luke Rockhold still fought Yoel Romero. So UFC goes to Perth for the first time, has a pay-per-view there, just for Robert Whitaker, if you all remember, UFC 221. And during an exclusive, I guess, interview with Submission Radio, I'm going to guess, he's questioning why Luke Rockhold even went into the cage with him because he had missed weight. Yoel came in injured and on short notice. It was like a 2-week bump ahead for him to take this fight. And man, Whitaker's a little salty. Whitaker's a little salty. He doesn't get to face Luke. And you know what? I am too. I am too.
Oh, hang on.
So Brady, I don't know if you saw this, but on bjpin.com, and I'm assuming this came from a interview with Submission Radio, those two guys, it says Robert Whitaker doesn't understand why Luke Rockhold still fought Yoel Romero at UFC 221 after Yoel missed weight.
Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Rockhold's that type of guy. You notice Rogan in the preview for this thing? He looks too intense, man.
Oh, shit. Black and white. He's screaming. His mouth's coming way open.
His fucking nostrils are flaring.
Right? It's too bright.
Anyway, why? Yeah, I don't know, man. Like, Rockhold's the type of guy that fucking he's not going to turn away from a fight for a pound. You know what I mean?
Well, think about it. He waited all night long, and or at least we all went to bed here. I think it was their morning time, not knowing what was going to happen. No one knew what the fuck was going to happen.
What do you mean?
Like,
because he missed weight the day before.
Luke stretched it out. He right away didn't accept the fight. He stretched it and said, like, no, UFC better come with some fucking extra buckets into my ducats, you know? Ducats into my buckets. And so he got more money, but then ultimately lost, which sucks. But that sounds like Whitaker wanted a fresh challenge. He didn't want to have to face Yoel Romero again. He's like, dude, I want fucking more names on my resume.
Yeah.
Which, I'm a huge fan of all those guys.
Was Whitaker supposed to fight? Was Whitaker supposed to fight Yoel?
No, he's supposed to fight Rockhold.
Oh.
Yeah, that was the original fight because it was in Perth, Australia.
Yeah, no, I'm just too high.
Steve Sparks, what up? Steve, if you're just tuning in, we're doing Rockhold versus Bisping, the Fight Pass exclusive event. We already watched Solo Pele take out Walt Harris. So next up is Clint Hester walking to the ring. He's going to be
Let's see if
taking
he
on
does the thing.
Robert Whitaker.
See if he does the thing, man.
With his neck.
No, the jaw thing.
The jaw.
Yeah, the jaw thing, man. Yeah, you don't do that jaw thing. It's fucking. I'm gonna start keeping track of that shit. I bet you there's something to it, man.
We'll see. That's a new thing to.
You know what? I may have just like discovered something that fighters never knew, like a new move, man. It's a fucking new move.
This could be
revolutionary. Or maybe fighters. Who knows what fighters like? I don't fight, so who fucking knows what fighters know?
Nor do I. I'm trying to hit up Colby Covington on Twitter, get some more information. Have you seen the latest news?
No. Why? What's up?
Holy shit. All right, this is awesome. We get to get your live reaction. So, Chris Taylor of BJPen.com dropped this. And what they said is, here's a report. An interim welterweight title is in the works for UFC 224. Colby Covington versus RDA.
Oh, really?
Correct. May 12th, Rio de Janeiro.
I say RDA pieces him up, man.
May 12th. We're talking, what, 40 days away or something? Yeah,
something like that. Yeah, Colby, I don't know, man. He's not an exciting fighter. The only thing that's funny about him is his mouth, you know, and just because he says the most inappropriate shit. And but you know, it's well thought out. I mean, he said the right thing at the right time with fucking where he called, you know, the fucking Brazilians a bunch of filthy animals.
Dude, so pause.
Brazil, you're a shithole. You're a bunch of filthy animals.
Whitaker's walking to the cage, and it just showed his old Twitter tag, and I don't think it is this anymore, but it was Robert Whitaker 1990. This motherfucker was born in 1990.
Unbelievable.
Right?
I was already in the military for 2 years, man.
So he's 28 this year. He's Robert Whitaker.
I think he was like 26 when he was in the Ultimate Fighter.
Holy smokes. Yeah. So I've been playing with we'll jump back to Colby in here in a second, but with the idea of 165 and 175, and I always wondered before Whitaker became champ and after, could he make 175 again if it was the right fight? And I don't know, man. He's pretty filled out now.
Whitaker, he almost looks like a young kid here.
And it wouldn't. Oh yeah. And this is, I think, his first fight at middleweight or second. We'll have to go to Tapology to look that up.
You don't start getting like man strong until your 30s. You know what I mean? You know, with that old man strength that you. Well, I don't know if you haven't really. Well, you're in your 30s now.
Almost 30.
Yeah, I think it's just you get stiff as a board, man, and fucking. You know,
you could turn to steel and use it as a leverage. Fulcrum.
Yo, let me tell you, some dude pulled the fucking pipe out fucking came at me in the parking lot at Canadian Tire.
Steve says he's got Colby winning a boring fight. No, you never told the pipe story.
Yeah, dude, some fucking crazy old fucker. Okay, so he's
hold up. Clint Hester, negative 190. He's the favorite, almost a 2-1 favorite over Robert Whitaker right now.
Really?
It must be because he was an established middleweight, and Robert Whitaker, this was only
up and comer.
Well, he had lost 2 at welterweight.
Oh, that's right.
This was his first fight at middleweight because Mike Rhodes was a welterweight.
Or 185, sorry.
Yeah, sorry. Middleweight, 185.
Why did I think he was I thought for some reason, I was thinking fucking, I don't know, man. These guys, they're so much bigger than what they weigh, you know what I mean? Because they cut so much weight.
Yeah. Whitaker was supposed to fight who on UFC 193, the Ronda Rousey card. Can you remember?
What, the Ronda Rousey card in Australia where she got head kicked?
Yeah, Robert Whitaker was supposed to be on that card facing a pretty well-known middleweight. He
Fuck.
might even be fighting on this card. Oh shit!
I don't know.
So
I'm
round
you
one started
you
already.
stumped me, baby.
47, 46, 45,
Oh,
44, 43.
Whitaker fucking just got tagged.
Okay, so it was Whitaker versus Bisping was supposed to happen at
Yo,
193,
Whitaker looks so much smaller than this dude, eh?
right? Look at fucking Hester though, just coming in like a madman.
Yeah, I know, because he got clipped.
He
clipped
looks
him with
like how Derek Brunson came at him, which was crazy.
Yeah.
One of my favorite fights of all time. Robert Whitaker, Derek Brunson.
Yeah, that was a good fight.
The crowd reaction is insane. One of my favorites.
Duho Choi and Cub Swanson was pretty fucking special too. But that was a Canadian card too.
Was it?
Yeah, and Canadian fans, man, we're nuts. You know, like we're hockey fans. We love a good fight, and yeah, the fans were so loud, man. Go back and watch that one over again. Fuck, every time I watch it, especially the end of the fight, it just fucking gives me goosebumps, man.
Damn.
Yeah, they were both in the zone, and Duho Choi, man, he got clipped so many times. I don't know how that fucker was still standing.
So
Whitaker, yeah.
This is what should have happened. When you go in there and you take a fight of the night beating like that, what Duho Choi did is said, okay, one, I need to get better, which doesn't happen in training camp. That happens just outside of training camp. And two, my brain needs to heal after that. He took a year off before he came out and fought Stevenson, which was recently out there in fucking San Jose or wherever in the Bimart Center, and lost.
Yeah. Was it Stevens? Like Jeremy Stevens?
Jeremy Stevenson won, and then he just had that quick turnaround and fought fucking the kid coming out of Team Alpha Male, Emmett, whatever his name was.
Did he lost that one too?
No, Stevens won that one also.
Oh no! I'm talking about Duho Choi, because Duho Choi's
no, he hasn't fought since.
No, his last one was Stevens.
Yep. So it's Cub Swanson and Stevens. They threw like.
But
shit!
That's a guy I would watch him. He's lost 2 fights, but I would watch him over fucking, just a lot of fucking fighters like a Bisping fight in the past. I wasn't really into Bisping at all, man.
Right. But then USADA comes around, and all of a sudden, Bisping becomes champ.
Yeah, I know. Isn't that fucking nuts how that happened?
Well, and just that what happened at 199, which would be the rematch of what the main event we're about to see here in a couple minutes.
When every time I see that fight where he fights Rockhold and he gets up on the cage and he's like, and he's yelling, he looks like he reminds me of the retarded kid that just won the championships and they gave him the ball to the last play, you know. He's like, dude.
Come on, dude. He got what he ultimately had come to terms with in his mind and heart. He was never gonna get, which was the belt.
No, I know. It was a great story, man.
On short notice versus the guy who one arm guillotined him and made him look like a fool.
Like dominated him that whole fight.
Which is we're kind of dropping spoilers on the main event tonight, but whatever. People can see the results right there on the screen.
Oh, right. I forgot we're about to watch that.
Yeah, it's all good. Holy shit, has Whitaker looked good though, dude? Like the people that made the line of 190 must be freaking out. They're like, "Oh shit, we were wrong."
Yeah, I know. I don't know, man. Like I think some fighters, man, they have that. It's a small window, and they're great in that small window, and it's a matter of if they got the right fights in front of them or whatever, whether or not they're gonna fucking like Cub Swanson. You know, he's a great fighter. He's never held a belt or whatever, but he's good enough to hold a belt. It's a matter of time and place, man. Whether you're injured or, oh fuck, he dropped that elbow on it. Oh,
Oh shit! Harris gets on top, or Hester.
Yeah, that dude's got some long arms too, eh?
Mm-hmm. But boom, Whitaker gets up, smack of the hands at the end of the round. So, did you know that Whitaker, like, represents fucking the Commonwealth
What do you
or
mean?
some shit? Like, there's the Olympics worldwide. Well, he's competing in like the Commonwealth Games, and that's like Australia, New Zealand, or some bullshit.
Yeah, yeah, we're part of the Commonwealth.
Okay, well
Yeah,
he's
the
like
Commonwealth is
massively
just
high up in the wrestling team there. He's been wrestling with them
yeah.
for years.
Commonwealth Games to us is what like the NCAA fucking wrestling is to you guys. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Although back in the day, like back in it, like I think I told you about my friend, his first year wrestling, he came fourth at the Worlds. But this was back in like when I went to school, like in the fucking 70s and early 80s. We had a sports program where they like you could get picked up by the Canadian team and get picked up to represent like the Canadian team at the Worlds or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
But that was all done like through I guess I don't know, fuck it. They still don't pay for shit like that anymore, you know?
Yeah,
You
that
got to
shit's
think to
fucked
send a
up.
bunch of kids to, you know, because they went to like Sweden or something like that. I think is where it was. So you know, to send a bunch of kids over to Sweden with their coaches, put them up in hotels and whatever. I mean, that costs a lot of money. But again, back in the day, I don't know. Fuck,
Yeah, now if
seems
you don't come from some school that's got a bunch of money, you gotta like crowdsource that shit.
uh,
Start a GoFundMe or a Patreon to get out
my
there.
kid's school's got a
Oh,
great arts,
dude,
great arts. Go
that
ahead.
leg kick jab was
Yeah, I
awesome.
know that you get
Oh,
hurt like a son of a bitch.
fuck yeah.
It's like fucking stop kicking my leg. Yeah, he's just haymakers, man.
This,
Fucking he's haymakers.
can you hear the crowd?
Yeah. And you see Whitaker's got tighter punches, eh?
Yeah.
But he's just fucking throwing it like straight arming him. And Whitaker's like he's throwing much tighter, sharper punches.
And then
That's
backing
why
up, getting out of the way. Oh, let me throw a takedown on you, make you think about that.
plus he can take a punch too.
Oh yeah, he's bloodied up in his mouth and nose.
Oh, that knee to the belly, man. That looked like it hurt.
It's crazy, you know, you can see like their stamina. Whitaker had used all his stamina, so now he's kind of backpedaling, reworking his stamina up, and then Clister comes in, pops him, pop, pop, and then you can see it kind
Hey
of
man,
takes him
can you
off.
punch are you allowed to punch someone in the throat?
Huh. I don't know. We'd have to look into the
Because
rules.
in grade 3, dude, I was fucking I was in the milk lineup, you know, where you used to get your chocolate milk, and it's grade 3, right?
Yeah.
Anyway, we're in the milk lineup or whatever, and Buddy got his milk before me or whatever. Like they handed down a line or whatever. Anyway, it stopped at him, and I stole the milk from him, and we got into a fight in the line, and dude punched me in the throat, man. And this is grade 3, so I mean, still, my whole body just shut down. And it was like, oh, I couldn't breathe. And I'm thinking, why don't they just punch him in the throat, man?
That's a good point. I don't
Like
know.
throat punches. It's gotta hurt.
You see his takedown defense a second ago? That was nuts.
Yeah,
He was in on that single leg.
And he's so much smaller too, eh?
Watch this. Watch. Here it
Oh,
comes.
that knee. Oh, it's done.
Punches, punches, punches. Ah, and it's over. Okay, pause your stream for like a second and a half, and then hit play. Or
Hang on
1
one sec.
second.
Pause. Play.
All right, the camera's looking at Whitaker. He's getting wiped down on the chest, on the head.
Yeah.
All right, he's
He's
walking
pumped, man.
over. Bows.
I don't get that either. Where they walk over and they look all concerned and they're like, you know, it's like, yo, just stay away from the other fight. Like, if you just knock someone out, walk away. Don't pray over them. Don't blow him kisses. Don't dry hump him. You know, you don't need to stick your thumb in his ass. Yo, you see, back in the day, You look at some of those fucking old kung fu fucking videos, like where they would fight and you'd see a guy get knocked out and they grab you by your nuts, dude, and they fucking, I think it's an what the fuck fighting was, it was somewhere in Africa, but yeah, dude's knocked out and they're grabbing him by his nuts.
What the fuck?
Yeah, dude, and massaging his nuts. He wakes up and he's like, and buddy's fucking massaging his nuts, man. I don't know. You know those weird, they go by a weird belief system, eh? Like it works. It does. It helps. Oh yeah, it helps. Grab him by his nuts. It helps. It's got nothing to do with being gay. It's just fucking. It helps with him being knocked out. Like what the fuck, man? I'm trying to think of what fighting league it was, but yeah, the dudes, every time someone gets knocked out, fucking, they're grabbing them by the nuts, massaging the nuts, and or they rub the back of the neck, and it's like, yo, just fucking let him wake up. He's lost consciousness. Fucking, it's like a disconnect. Like your circuit board just went fucking. I got knocked out one time, dude. It was a friend of mine. Fucking. We just come out of a drive-through, and anyway, I got into an argument with my friend. My friend's like 6'7", okay? He's got an arm on him. His arm is so long, just because he's so tall, right?
Okay.
Anyway, we get into an argument, and he storms out of the car or whatever, and whips his fucking food down or something. And I'm driving a Jaguar at the time, and it was like white leather interior, you know, like it was not a car that I wanted fucking hamburgers thrown in. And so he jumps out of the car or whatever. And anyway, I got out of the car to go tell him, just get back in the fucking car. And but he sucker punched me. I didn't even know he was going to punch me. And I literally woke up on the highway driving, and I didn't know what the fuck had happened. I was like driving my car, and I'm like, just all of a sudden coming to. I'm like, what the fuck? So I get home and I'm trying to piece together. I didn't know what happened. The last thing I remembered was going to the drive-thru, and I was trying to piece together what happened. I guess he knocked me out, and fucking I did one of these, and he got panicked and he ran. And there was another guy in the back seat too, another friend of mine, and they both ran. And then, but so and nobody, like, this is at an intersection too. So I must have got up. The car was still running because I had put it in park. Like all three of my doors were open, and I'm laying on the ground, knocked out. I don't know how long I was there for. No cops stopped, because this is like in the middle of the city, right? No fucking cop stop. No nothing. Yeah. I think my dog's gonna piss. Hang on one sec.
Okay. Steve, nothing illegal in the cafeteria, right? Fucking throat punch, hit him in the dick, karate chop in the neck. So Brady, hey, I got a story for you. Kind of relates to yours. And okay. I'm sitting at my buddy's house. Or me and my buddy got a call, some nonsense, or we had heard a story about my friend who had a 3-foot bong. A 3-foot bong. And I was like, what? A bong.
A 3-foot?
A water pipe.
Oh, a bong.
Big old bong, yeah. And I was like, damn, I've never hit nothing bigger than like 1.5 feet, big old glass thing. And stroll over there, and it turns out that it's a plastic one. And I was like, oh, weird. But then, so we're fucking taking this bong, hitting it, getting super high, sitting down in his bedroom. And then we're there. It's like one of those, I don't know.
From Australia. Fucking
a didgeridoo.
You know those big long. Yeah, didgeridoo.
Yeah. Well, fucking. We get up after an hour just sitting there bullshitting, talking, good time, whatever. And we leave, and I'm walking down the hallway, this dark hallway. And my friend's following me right behind, and as I walk, I hear a boom, someone hit something. I was like, what the fuck? And my friend had collapsed behind me. He had stood up, and he had gotten lightheaded. You know, when you go black, and you got to grab something. He didn't grab anything, and he fucking, low blood pressure, whatever. He hit the deck, and hit the fucking, the doorknob on the way down and like split open his lip or some shit.
Oh no.
And so he gets up and we're like, oh fuck, dude, you all right? You're all right? And he was concussed, definitely concussed. You could tell. And he gets up and he's like, oh shit, man, oh shit, man. And we're like, oh dude, don't worry about it, dude. Fuck, that shit happens. Like, get him some water, make him sit on the couch, and then after a couple minutes, he's like, just take me home. I was like, all right. And just take him home, and he's like as quiet as can be in this car ride. And we get 10 minutes away. I'm driving him. He's sitting passenger side, and he wakes up. He's like, dude, I can't believe that fucking happened, dude. What the fuck? What the fuck happened? What? And I was like, dude, what? You've been awake for 10 minutes, and you've actually not actually been conscious, have you? And he's just like, no, dude, I just woke up. I don't know what you're talking about. And so I know exactly what you're talking about, Brady. That's insane that you went on autopilot, though.
Oh, dude, yeah, I must have.
Though that like you can drive down the road and think about anything. I was driving, and you could, but think of all the things that you can do while driving. Like, it's just second nature. It's as easy as riding a bike or breathing or walking down the street. You can just drive, and you went to autopilot and just drove until you fucking.
But I literally was like, I was literally driving, and I kind of looked over on the passenger seat and I saw blood. I think I had a little bit of a cut on my ear, but I was knocked out cold. And like, I don't even remember seeing him swing. Like, I walked around the car and I was like, dude, just get in the car. And I got out, like, just get in. And then boom, he clobbered me.
Fuck.
Yeah, my friend, he's got anger problems. Fuck.
Oh, I've dealt with a few of them.
He ended up crashing my Jaguar, dude, and then leaving the scene, and fucking I ended up having to report it stolen. He got away with it anyway, and I ended up fixing my car.
Damn.
Dude, I got away with so many things with my car. Did I tell you the story about the night I broke both my heels?
Negative.
I had a Neon SRT4. It was all done up. I think I'll show you a picture of it sometime, but the thing was 400 horsepower at the wheels, and it was a front wheel drive, and it weighs 2,600 pounds. So it was, but I was doing 0 to 60 in about three and a bit, like 3.9, somewhere around there. It was fast car. Like when it accelerated, it was violent, right? Anyway, I'm out one night and I'm fucking hanging around a bunch of 20 somethings, and this is
real
back
quick,
when
Brady. Fuck you, God Emperor. Fuck you, buddy. He's in the chat talking shit about shit you don't know about. All right, back to you, Brady.
Anyway, so fucking dude, the bouncer at the bar wanted to go out in my car or whatever, right? And so I took him out in the car, and we're bombing around, but I couldn't make a turn, and fucking I smashed into a car and pushed the car into the front bay window of a house. And like the whole front window, like the family sitting there watching TV. Next thing you know, a car comes crashing through the window.
Sorry, T-Man. Sorry to get all cursing.
Oh yeah. I can't see the chat, so I don't have a clue who's in there.
Just a couple of folks. We got Steve in there still, though.
Anyway, so dude, fucking, I crashed through the fucking thing of the house. I look at the fucking. The bouncer who's sitting beside me, and I said, this didn't happen. And I reversed it, and I managed to get the car down the street, and then it fucking was smoking or whatever, right? Went back to the bar and then reported my car stolen. And cops show up, they take a fucking police report or whatever, and then my car's, I know exactly where it's parked, right? Anyway, they show up a little later or whatever, fucking take down a report, whatever, and they end up finding the car.
Wait, okay.
But later the only reason why they found the car was later that night I had walked off like a big retaining wall that fell about 60 feet, and I broke both my heels, dude. Okay, so this is after crashing my car. So I break both my heels. When I hit the ground, I fucking blacked out, and I'm laying in the middle of the road, and I can't move because I got fucking 2 broken heels, right? I managed to fucking call 911 at a payphone. I pulled myself up on the cord on a payphone, and I managed to call 911, and fucking but people are going by, and I'm like, help, and they just thought I was drunk, eh? Because I'm crawling around, my legs didn't work, dude, and
Jesus.
fucking. So anyway, same cop that took the report fucking shows up with the ambulance or whatever, and they're like, "Yo, what the fuck? Didn't we just talk to you about your car or whatever?" And I said, "Yeah, I saw my car over there, and fucking I went running. I made up some fucking story, and then they just kept asking me questions, dude, and I literally didn't know. So I was like, I I don't remember anything. I fell off that wall, and I don't remember anything, right? So I think that worked in my favor. They brought me to the hospital. My wife's at home. This is before my kids. My wife's at home, and um, I call from, or actually, I came home in a cab. That's right. I fucking crawled into the house with a cab driver helping me or whatever, right? Because I got two broken heels. You can't stand up at all, eh? So, you can stand on your tiptoes a little bit, but my heels were pretty smashed, man.
Jesus.
Anyway, yeah, but I ended up the fucking they acted as though my car was stolen. They recovered it or whatever. The police questioned me because somebody had said something at the bar or something like that, like, "Yo, that dude crashed his car," eh? Something like that. But like they couldn't prove anything. So my insurance covered everything, and fucking everything was covered. I lucked out, fucking, and lucked out so many times like that in my life, man.
Goddamn. This is
Yeah,
all.
I just gotten out of
These are just stories, by the way, alleged events that may or may not have actually happened in life. This is YouTube. We make up stories here.
That's it, man. That's
Okay.
it. Yeah, that's what life is, man. Life is just about, you don't have bad things happen because those bad things that happened to you in the past, man, in the future, those are going to be awesome stories.
Oh yeah.
Like when I was laying around with two broken heels, dude, it sucked, right? I had to, yeah, fucking, try taking a shit and wiping your ass when you can't stand up.
All right.
But you're humbled. You're humbled when you're like gimped out like that. Anyway,
Boom.
Dan, I gotta run, man, because my kids are coming home like any second.
Oh damn. We'll come
Yeah,
back and join if you can for the main
yeah.
event.
Once, because the dogs go nuts. Fucking, I say hello. I don't know if they want something to eat or whatever. Once everything settles or whatever, I'll call back on.
Okay, cool. I'll be here.
Cheers. All right, cheers, dude.
Later. All right, that was Brady. We're going to get started, though, with Ross Pearson versus Ally Quinta. This is just about ready to go. Leon Edwards. Boom. There's round number 1. 57, 56, 55, 54, 53. Sync up with me if you can. Pearson was a very big name. Oh, shit. Right away, nice right by Pearson. Pearson had fought a lot, though, down in this, the UK versus Australian really gotten popular in the area. What up, Justice? Got off work early. Nice. We're watching Bisping versus Rockhold, the whole fight night, and Ally Quinta versus Ross Pearson just started. That's the clock of round number 1. Sync up if you can. UFC.tv/video/Bisping Rockhold or some shit is the URL. I'll tell you the actual one, but I've got it up on my Fire TV. T-Man, that's awesome. Justice has been here many a times. I'm glad she came over from your stream. You and all of yours are always welcome. So boom, we're about 2 minutes in. Kenta almost looked for that. Oh, you caught my leg? Let me do that somersault thing that Chael did versus Anderson. Or the barrel roll. What would you call it? Oh no. Glitching. Oh shit. Alright, I'm going to adjust the clock since I just had a glitch. That was some bullshit. So pause your stream. You all are a little bit ahead of me now. 37, 36, 35, 34, 33, 32, 31, 30, 29, 28, 27. There we go. Now I'm dead on. But what the fuck? What the fuck happened? Stupid fucking thing. What is this? Bullshit. Everyone shout out to Brady for coming and dropping stories, keeping us entertained while we watch the fights. Both gentlemen are in the orthodox stance. Al just looks like the younger, quicker guy in this fight. Just completely dodged that leg kick. Ross trying to come in with an uppercut and just telegraphed there by Al. Al got caught there, though. 1 minute left, round number 1. Al Iaquinta versus Ross Pearson. This was UFC Fight Night Sydney. Rockhold versus Bisping 1. A Fight Pass exclusive, I think, that we're rewatching. Maybe it wasn't Fight Pass exclusive. It was just a weird Friday one that happened on Saturday. Look at all these guys, though. Big names that we all know. Rockhold, Bisping, Iaquinta, Whitaker, Jake Matthews, Sam Alvey, Louis Smolka, Old Man Dan Kelly, Marcus Brimage, Anthony Peroche, Solo Pele, Plele. What's the All Phones Arena in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia, November 7th, 2014. Weird Friday one that happened on Saturday. I mean, there's no better way to describe it, really. Let's fucking... Let's look this bad girl up. Hopefully we don't crash the screen. So, if you forgot how it went down, UFC Fight Night, Shogun versus St. Preux was happening on FS1. And the same day on Wikipedia, we all know that not to be true, though. It was the day before on Fight Pass on Friday is when this Rockhold versus Bisping card went down. Boom. FS1, FS2. Colby Covington, I think, making his debut on Fight Pass. Yep, Fight Pass exclusive event. much better card when you look back at it, which is crazy. All right, back to the card. Front kick tried by Ross Pearson. Al throws 1-2. Ooh, Allen loading some uppercuts now. Ross Pearson answering back. T-Man, did Chris enter your password and get the song set up? Oh, shit! There's like a head kicker into the knee that almost landed on the face of Iaquinta, and boom! Nice shot, takes Pearson down. Pearson gets up, though. Eats a big right by Iaquinta. He's still moving around. Eats another right. Another right. He's up against the cage. It's holding him up right now. Ross falls. Face plants to the ground. Iaquinta hits him with another one. The ref jumps in. That's it. Chris Weidman, cage side, saying, yes, yes. Like Diego Sanchez, yes. And everyone's ranting and raving Ross right now. Got a massive victory. Watch it. Kaboom. I guess it was a faceplant in transition. First he fell to the knees, and then the hands, and then the face. Boom, boom, boom. The champ, Chris Weidman, cage side. Yeah. And man, we were just looking at the Wikipedias. You see this shit? Rockhold versus Bisping was the Fight Pass card. 9,904 people showed up. Shogun versus St. Preux is your FS1 card on Saturday. 5,671 showed up for that. Raging Al Iaquinta. Iaquinta. We got the same old crowd or commentating team that we've always had. Dan Hardy versus John Goodman. First time I fought in front of a packed crowd, he says. Boom. Right after this was their debut in Mexico. UFC 180. We're Doom versus Velasquez. Velasquez gets hurt. Mark Hunt steps in. Short notice fight. Out to Elevation in Mexico City to get it done. Team Dan from Oregon. That's what's up. Thanks for joining me, all of you sickos. I love having you every time. Al Iaquinta, I'm going to go suplex the kangaroo, put jaws in a clinch, and I'm going to make the lightweight division humble. I like what I hear from Al there. Back to the card. We're going to be moving on to our main event soon. Weidman's got the hurt wrist, but he's cage side for this one. And it wasn't just because his teammate Al was there. It's because he was eyeing both of these gentlemen here, Rockhold and Bisping. Weidman was set up. Oh, they made Luke go through Machida first. Did he get Vitor in the meantime? What the fuck was Weidman doing? Hell of a run by some of these middleweights, man. But let's go back to the news talk. You guys chimed in, or at least I remember Steve chimed in. We got a report, an interim belt between Colby Covington and RDA is in the works for UFC 224. That's Rio de Janeiro on May 12th, about 40 days away from now. Tom Taylor posted it. Chris Taylor was the first one on Twitter to post it. And I've got my own take on this one. It might not be a popular take, but I think this should be for the 165-pound belt, not the interim welterweight belt. Make it for the 165-pound belt and let Woodley fight for the 175-pound belt. I don't think he could ever make 165, Woodley. Woodley's a massive welterweight. I know RDA used to fight at lightweight. It's pretty small for welterweight. I wouldn't like to see him take on guys like Darren Till, some massive motherfuckers. But who knows what they'll do in the future. And Colby Covington he walks around at 185 pounds. He's been quoted saying that. Go look it up. And that dude could definitely make 165. That would give both of those gentlemen, RDA, the man who missed out on the red panty night, and Colby, the one who's been talking mad shit to get his name out there. Both of those gentlemen could have the opportunity to face all kinds of guys like GSP at 165, Cowboy Cerrone, Nate Diaz, Conor McGregor. If you go down to 165, these are matchups that are potential for you. If you move up to 175, what I want is a tournament. I want GSP versus Askren on one side. On the other, Diaz versus Woodley, and the winners go at it, and there's your 175-pound champ. So that would mean, let's say, hypothetically, GSP wins. GSP was your 175-pound champion, took a 3-year, almost 4-year hiatus, came back, became 185-pound champion, had colitis, needed to move down, comes down to 175, becomes the champion there. That's a hell of a story. Holy fuck. Then, are we talking super fight with Conor after that for the third, fourth belt? I don't fucking know. Run through any sort of scenario on what happens with that tournament. Ben Askren comes out the victor. He's 20-0. He's the best welterweight of all time. 175 pounds. He was fighting at 170, but since ONE's been doing their new weight cutting policy where people come in hydrated, he has been fighting at 185. So this is for the 175-pound belt. How the fuck else are you going to get Nick Diaz into the octagon? Nick's like, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to face Woodley. Well, whoever wins this is going to go into face GSP or Askren for the biggest welterweight fight of all time. It's like, that might bring him back. And 175 pounds, he doesn't have to feel like as much of a crazy anorexic fighter like all the other ones do with the 175-pound division. But as of right now, it's only for the interim belt. Tyron Woodley has been on TMZ Sports. He's been acting. He's been doing a lot of things besides fighting. He fought a lot of contenders within a year span. My Wonder Boy and Wonder Boy, but he hasn't been exciting as of late. Not a lot is in the news with him as of late. And I think this is by far the move to make. RDA versus Colby. Colby's been calling out RDA for over a year. Since he just first came to the division. You got Colby, the filthy Brazil, calling the Brazilians filthy animals, now having to go down there to Brazil. That's a hell of a storyline there. Darth Bane showing up. What up, Darth? So, Darth, if you're just tuning in, we're doing the Bisping versus Rockhold Fight Night replay, and we have watched everything so far, besides the main event. Iaquinta just knocked out Ross Pearson, and I'm now watching a preview. Joe Rogan is getting us excited, talking about Bisping and Rockhold. So, go find the fight wherever you got to. I'll have the clock right up there. We'll get that bitch synced up. But we're talking about news. I don't know if you saw this, but Chris Taylor from BJPin.com, RDA versus Covington for the interim title at UFC 224, May 12th, Rio de Janeiro. That's right. It's about, March 22nd right now. So May 12th is like less than 40 days away. Just about. Or hold on. 8 days in the rest of this month, 28, and then 12. So call it 58 days? Pretty short notice, man. How many weeks is that? 8-week camp almost. With the last week being all travel and nonsense. But Colby's been all over the goddamn place. That guy's not been afraid to go somewhere. Here's Bisping. The B-side. They're making him come in first. Is this where he wore all that Fear the Fighter gear and never got paid? Not exactly sure. Darth is my favorite unicorn. Sixth master, you rule. Sith master. Respect to Star Wars and Darth in here. Boom. Bisping coming out to his normal tune. Got Jason Perillo there. Damn, can't remember his name. Anyhow, Hudson Shipping Lines. Prep Point is where you can find this man. And we're going to see Rockhold come out soon with that very strong beard that he had. But Darth, the idea behind this is we want to watch some fights together, some nice replays, and specifically for the Fight Pass and Chill crew, I want to highlight a bunch of Fight Pass exclusive cards that people might not remember as much as they should. And so this card was full of finishes. That's why it was very high up on our list. Plus it had Iaquinta. He's fighting UFC 223. Robert Whittaker was on here. He's fighting UFC 225. And Whittaker came out and said he thought it was a mistake that Luke Rockhold even fought Yoel Romero after he missed weight. And if Yoel remisses weight, he is not going to fight him. He's not going to take that fight. If you miss weight, sorry you don't fight, buddy. I'm scared to go to New York. My inner Gina will be unleashed. The fuck is that word? All right, here comes Luke Rockhold with that strong beard. And Jordan Breen talks about it all the time, but some shit, whatever song Luke's walking out to right now is about the USA beating the British way back in the day. The Rockhold Tapology. Gina. Laugh aloud. It's a racial slur against Italians. I'm Italian though, so no worries. Guinea pig. Guinea. I wondered. And just like that, the more you know, right? The more you know. Flies across the screen. Brother Frank. Exactly, Frank. Say, damn dirty guinea wops, please. Frank, shout out from Justice. I can't travel often, J4. T-Man, you're not that far from the meetup. You should go. Oh, to the UFC 223 meetup? Are you talking about the meetup for the weigh-ins? I believe there's going to be something like that for Luke Thomas, and SiriusXM is going to be somewhere, and then Mystic Moss as well. So you could go visit some pretty big names in the MMA sphere. Here's the breakdown. Luke Rockhold, 30 years of age. Bisping, 35. 6'3" versus 6'1". Both weighed in at 186 pounds. And 77-inch reach for Rockhold versus 72 for Bisping. Man, I can't believe Bisping got inside that on the second fight. Isn't that fucking crazy? That's some crazy shit. Crazy on you. Besides, I don't know anything about the UFC. T-Man don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck about the UFC. The 3 judges that were brought here to sit here and enjoy this fight and nothing else are getting announced. Herb Dean gets a huge pop from the crowd. Joe Martinez is lighting up this crowd right now. Look at this completely packed stadium or arena here. T-Man, I'm going to be your trainer, says Darth. I'm going to turn you into a fucking monster. It don't matter, T-Man. You don't need to know anything when you got Darth. Michael the Count Bisping gets a nice pop from the crowd. American Ethanol. Oak Grove Technologies. Don't you guys miss seeing these names inside the octagon? I do. Minus 500 favorite was Luke Rockhold. So, some people knew what the hell they were doing. Look at these gentlemen sizing each other up. Luke was crazy confident. T-Man gonna be pulling off flying triangles when I'm done with them. T-Man says he prefers to be innocent, man. Laugh out loud. Boom, there's the start of the fight. Let's get that clock rolling. 51, 50, 49, 48. Round 1. Rockhold versus Bisping. Sync up with me if you can. So Bisping is in the orthodox. Rockhold is the southpaw. Rockhold's staying back right now, letting Bisping throw some shit at him. Bisping pawing out that jab. Nice leg kick to the lead leg of Rockhold. Bisping leaping forward, throwing these kind of blitzing 1-2s, almost looking like Vitor Belfort. He's throwing 1-2s to kind of get inside and then a combo that's actually meant to hit. Dan Hardy says, watch that counter right hook by Rockhold. He's got it cocked and locked and ready to fucking unleash on him. But Bisping throwing some head kicks. I wonder if he knows that he's going to be taken out with a head kick. Oh, looping right hand there by Bisping. Ooh. Luke ran in, threw a left. Threw a left, came in, switched stance, and then rolled in. Was going to go for the right, but was way too close. So then just goes for the clinch. Clash of heads, though, between Rockhold's head and Bisping's eye opens up a pre-existing injury that he had. So now Bisping is now cut, bleeding. Rockhold's pacing in the background. Herb Dean's about to tell Bisping that Luke's going to get the clinch. He gets the body lock back. He's like, no, but the fuck, he got that because of the headbutt. He's like, nope, he earned that. So a little complaining by Bisping. Now we're underway again. Let's get that clock synced up with him. 3:11, 3:10, 9:08. Sync up. Bisping bitching at the ref again. He is so known later in his career to address the referee or over some stupid shit. Oh man, that body kick hurt. Look how massive Rockhold is, man. I think he's going to look good at 205. Hopefully more fluid on his brain will equal a better ability to take a shot. Not, oh, now you're fighting bigger guys that can hit you and KO you easier. I hope it doesn't go that way. But only time will tell us. Yeah. Hardy letting us know he's really looking for that right hand counter. Is Rockhold. Oh, he lands it. Bisping tries to answer, though, with a looping right. That back leg kick to the liver, kidney section. The liver of Bisping. That's a good one. He ain't liking that one. And he lands so many of the liver kicks that later he keeps his hand down, goes up high, takes him out. In sync, the old 1-2. Blood. Man, I don't know about that. Imagine getting hit with those same shots in his last fight against Vulcan or Gus. Yeah. Well, now it would be against Vulcan or Shogun, right? Because they're matched up to fight in Chile, UFC Chile. Ooh. Luke really running at him. Yup. That body kick again lands for Luke. He needs that Rich Franklin division, right? He's an in-betweener, a 195er. But is there someone like a massive wrestler, grappler at 205 we could put against Luke and test him out that way right away? Not exactly a massive puncher. Who would you call if you wanted that? If that was the matchup you were headed for? You were looking for. Boom. Rockhold going for that high kick now. Bisping landing some almost pitter pat. That's the end of the round. Boom. So Mike's cut on the eyelid right about there. And I guess that was a pre-existing cut. I think that's Crazy Bob Cook and Javier Mendez in the quarter there. They asked Luke to repeat what they had told him. And his precision was precise with his response. T-Man's dreams to meet the MMA holes. 55, 54, 53, 52, 51. Sync up with me if you can. This is round 2. We're going to... This is it. The main event. The main round. Massive straight left there by Rockhold. Now it's got Bisping a little tentative. Justice met Kobe from Kobe's corner. That's pretty cool. Ooh! Oh, there's the left-hand kick to the head. Oh, he would have took his head off with that left uppercut. Look at those body shots, Uppercuts to the head, locks up the neck, rolls him over to the mount. And that's enough for Bisping. Taps him out. Chokes him out, picks him up, congratulates him. The hugging, the I respect you talk is now occurring. And he's like, yeah, man. Jason Perillo there with his man. Man, that was so quick there for Luke. Who would have thought the next fight would go completely the other fucking way? These fights couldn't be like more opposite from one another. Too bad we couldn't see it before Bisping retires, the number 3. I don't think it'll happen. I don't think we're going to get that lucky. Not us. So boom, let's stick around for a post-fight interview. Let's check on any more news that we might need to update. That was a nice quick 2 hours though, in and out. Started around 10:15, 10:20 or so, and it's noon, an hour and 40 minutes later, and that's already the end of this card. I'm glad we chose it. A bunch of quick finishes. And guys, we might need to go back and watch the prelims separately all on our own if you want to see the beginning of Old Man Kelly's career. Nice finish by Marcus Brimage in the first. Chris Clements gets a first round finish. Then you roll into Luis Smolka getting a third round decision victory. I haven't seen a Luis Smolka fight that I didn't like. Sam Alvey gets a first round KO over the Aussie. Anthony Perosh, the Aussie, gets the victory, and then Jake Matthews gets the victory at the very end of the Fight Pass prelims. Every single fight went to a finish on this card. 11 fights, 11 finishes, yet to be replicated, not on FS1, not on pay-per-view, and not on Fight Pass. I don't believe so. Luke says he's got all respect to Michael. He's a warrior. Bisping is a warrior. But Bisping's got the crowd here. They're not very receptive to him. Or they weren't as of yet. Boom. A promo there by Luke, kind of cringy. He never was the greatest at cutting the promos. He's got good shit to say. The delivery is horrible. I don't know how else really to put it. What do you guys think of Luke? Always good seeing Rockhold lose, says Frank Vavon. I am always happy, Justice, and everyone should be. Why not? Tell me that. Tell me why not. We found out Colby Covington is going to fight RDA today. Robert Whitaker ain't going to fight Yoel Romero if Yoel misses weight. Man, Bisping loses and gets a better pop from the crowd. That's some crazy shit. Colby versus RDA in Brazil for the interim title is the news. Yup, that's the only news really worth mentioning. And what do you guys think of that? I think it should be at 165 pounds. Let's make it for a real belt. Let's put Woodley up for the 175-pound belt next. He don't want to fight these guys. He wants to fight guys with big names, right? So do Nick Diaz versus Woodley. Do Askren versus GSP for a tournament for the new inaugural 175-pound champ. GSP wants to come back. He wants big names. Askren wants to come back. He wants to prove he's the best in the world. He's undefeated. UFC loves, especially WME, they love undefeated fighters. Woodley is your current champion, and all he wants is a big fucking name. Nick Diaz is one of the biggest names around. Last fought at 185 pounds. Mainly a 175-pounder, though. And guess what? We might have Darren Till, the man headlining down there in Liverpool. Maybe he's the next up. Maybe he fights in Liverpool and he sits out for a while again, gets a lot of more experience in the gym, gets better, and come back and can fight a huge fight after that. Shit would be crazy, would be massive. I honestly think that Edwards is going to be matched up with Till, though. Edwards will be brought in to lose to Till. Who knows what exactly is going to happen in that fight, though. Ponzinibbio needs a fight down there in Chile. I think Neil Magny is a perfect fit for that. That's a 175-pound match. Liverpool could use another amazing fight. How about Gunnar Nelson versus James Vick? Bavon says He fights Mike Perry. So they're going to use up Mike Perry and his name value just to build up Till? No. I don't think that's very likely. There's a good promo that's already been cut, but Edwards just cut another promo, and that was in London, in the same fucking country. More recent, also, and Perry's coming off a lot of losses. I think Edwards is the way better fight. But who knows what the fuck WME Endeavor's gonna do. Still running down that list. I already gave you these two. Askren versus GSP. Put that on 226. Diaz versus Woodley. Put that anywhere you want. Diaz versus Cowboy in Albuquerque, New Mexico. UFC 227. August 11th. That would be fucking awesome. But maybe they want to go to Canada. Who knows? Hold on, guys. You know what? That's it for this stream. I'm out of here. Watch more replays with us in the future. I'll let you know on Twitter. Until next time, back to all you sickos.